Oh, hey. Hello there. I'm Richard. Welcome to the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream.
Who are you
Hi,
on the
Richard.
forums?
Before.
I'm
Yeah.
Joey at J Wonder on the forums.
I'm Vivian at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forums.
It's been a while
Nice
since I
haircut.
awkwardly switched it up, you know?
Richard, we have a comment. Nice haircut.
Thank you. My hair is usually this short, but I usually wear a hat.
Oh, secret hair.
Mm-hmm. Secret hair, or lack thereof. I feel like it's good with the beard, though. Works.
It's a nice, contrast.
Mm-hmm. It's like, that should be up there. But yeah, no. Now that quarantine is starting to end, maybe I will go and actually get a haircut and grow my hair back out. But anyway, I've just been shaving it for, no. Oh,
How
yeah,
does
it's been,
that
like,
how does that work when you shave your hair? Do you just do you go to the haircut a lot when it gets started, or do you just wait till it's like long enough that it's just sweet? All right.
I don't know. Anyway, all right. This is not what we're about. We're about other things like coding and the truth and honesty and,
We are now
math.
about complimenting Richard's haircuts. I did enforce that.
Thanks, Joey. And anyway, I said we're taking a break from Zelda today, and we are. And I came up with a little fun idea before stream. And the idea is basically, so do you guys remember Perfect Fit? Joey and Vivian, do you remember Perfect Fit?
Yes. How could you forget?
Yeah. I really like that game. I think that's one of my favorite of the games we've made because, yeah, exactly. It's like, it's addictive, it's cute, it's got fun shapes and things. And so I thought it would be fun to do something kind of in that vein. And so what I'm thinking is basically we'll be doing something kind of similar, but maybe with controls that are a little bit easier. And so I'm thinking that you're going to get like a silhouette, okay, like a shadow, and then you're going to have a bunch of random objects, and you just need to arrange them to make that shadow.
Is it going to be like a time situation to this too?
Yeah, I don't know. We might do a count up instead of a count down, so there's no like pressure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I love this idea.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna need you guys to draw me some things that have shapes, and this is gonna be like, it needs to be something that's like not super. The silhouette is pretty simple,
Mm-hmm.
But the actual thing itself can be as detailed as you want, but try to make it so that it kind of like compiles down into simpler shapes. They don't need to be like squares or
clear hitbox sort of things, though. Like you can visually identify. Okay.
Like mostly convex, They can have like legs or whatever, but it's no little divots.
Like the legs can be rectangularly bound. That doesn't matter. About what size do you have an idea of?
It can be pretty big, I'm thinking. Like, I would say it can be any size you want, but let's say like 32 and down.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to set a background color. What are you guys feeling today?
Not orange and not yellow.
Light purple. Oh, light tan is good.
I'm going to do tan because I think that's what Perfect Fit was, and we're in the Perfect Fit universe.
True.
That sounds like a perfect fit for this game.
I'll let that one slide, Joey.
I love that, Joey. Big supporter.
Okay, so I think the controls for this game is we're going to have a cursor. And so I'm not as good at drawing hands as Shannon is. No one is. But let's go ahead. We're going to make a new variable. It's going to be called cursor. And we're going to just try our best to draw something that looks like hand. So I don't know if I've ever done like a hand on stream.
I feel like you have, but maybe it was before stream. We have a suggestion for a future stream to use the projectiles extension to make a game where you collect food to shoot into a bowl to make food. Like a 2D shooter, but with food.
Like that a lot. I think we all like that. I'm gonna guess.
Recipes. I like it.
Yeah, let's put that one on the calendar. That doesn't exist, but we'll remember.
Probably.
The calendar of our hearts.
We'll remember more if you remind. Maybe.
Yeah. His thumb's a little weird. Yeah, that looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Wow. Maybe this isn't as hard as it looks. Okay.
Gotta draw a bicycle.
Yeah, we've already established that bicycles are the hardest thing to draw. For obvious reasons. Okay, 11 by 12. That's what our thing is.
Are we doing outlines?
I don't know. Do you think we need outlines? I'm not sure we do.
I don't need outlines.
Okay, then yeah, no outlines.
Okay, cool.
All right. We got our hand. Let's go ahead and just move it around with buttons. And we're gonna make some placeholder shapes that we can like drag around. So I'm going to go and make an array, and this array is going to have just a bunch of images in it. And I'm just gonna put in some shapes. They're not gonna be fun at all. But, so let's do 32 by 32. We're going to do, let's see. This one's gonna be like kind of like a T. Yeah. The thing I miss most from the other pixel art editor that I use often, which is Aseprite, is being able to click in a location and then you press shift and it does line 2, and then you click again, and it's a really nice way to do lines.
What are your guys' thoughts about adding like a rotation, like Aseprite has?
Oh, like an actual rotation, not just 40, not just 90-degree angles.
I really should just port over all the code that I wrote for the rotate extension, because it is already basically the same as Aseprite's.
Yeah.
It uses the same core logic.
Yeah, Joey. And I forgot that we have a rectangle tool. It makes this so much easier.
90 degrees is still convex, right?
It doesn't necessarily have to be convex. Like this is fine. See this? This is not convex.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
Great.
It just needs to be, like I just want it to just not be too complicated as far as silhouette goes.
Yeah. I got you.
Yay, let's do one more, and then we'll get to coding it. So the first thing I want to do is the picking up and putting things down. Then we'll worry about generating the like silhouette side of things. So we're gonna make it. Well, first, I guess we're gonna place these objects in the world somewhere. So I'm gonna make a function now, and it's gonna be called like start round. This is gonna start a round. I think we're gonna have like multiple rounds. And so we're gonna create a sprite for every object that we have in this list. We're going to place it somewhere inside of here, and then we will generate a silhouette to show you. And then do you guys think it's more fun if we show you the silhouette, and then when you press A, the silhouette goes away, and then you have to do it from memory?
Would you get points based on being close, or would it just be like
Yeah.
a
Like accuracy, like
Yes, we'll do a distance, and we'll use that to get the accuracy.
Oh, so you also have to place it at the same right place too?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
good idea.
I'm good with
Seems
it.
hard.
Oh, it's gonna be hard, but it's like a thing where we'll be really generous with the points.
Okay, cool.
It'll just be hard to hit like the upper end,
Okay, sure. I'm down for that then.
Okay. So let's start. We're going to create sprites for each of these guys, and we'll just place them along the bottom here. So let's do a for of loop right here. We're going to create a sprite, and we're just going to go ahead and press this value right here. we're going to put in a thing, which is going to be just like object. And we're going to make this new variable, new object. Okay. So what we're also going to do here is we're going to go into our thing in here, and we're going to set the position. So maybe I should have done a for index. All right, we're going to do a for index because that way we can use this index when we're doing the placement, which would be nice. And then we want to make sure we do this for the length. So, okay, and we want to set the x to be like probably like 10 plus the index times 32. Okay, and then we will set the y as well, or we'll set the bottom actually. So we'll set the bottom to be like, I don't know, 115. All right, so let's take a look at, oh no.
Oh no. What happened? It's octuple quarter day. That's $2.
Is it octuple quarter or just quadruple quarter?
Oh, I don't remember. I thought it was octuple because you said Joey was going to get 6 for each, so that's equal to 48. I remember 48 exactly.
Oh my
Yeah!
gosh.
Richard's in the lead!
So it's 8 for Richard, 4 for me, is what we decided?
8 quarters?
And 6 for Joey. 6.
No, it was 4 for me. He said 6 times at first, but then he said he was joking.
No, I said you would just get the same number as me. You're also getting 8, Joey.
I'm getting 8?
Yes.
I thought it was the same as the extra that I lured
I
you
just
into.
can't believe I made this mistake. I was so careful. And on literally the last day of this
This is the best day ever.
Yeah, sorry, Joey. It's been established. You're getting 8 quarters. Take it up with whoever's in charge.
You're on a roll, Richard. Come on, you got this. Don't think of it as you getting quarters. Think of it as Joey getting quarters.
It does help a little, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so how far ahead am I now?
Only 6.
We're gonna have to do more of these challenge weeks.
Yeah, that's true. This is a great idea.
I feel like we should give Vivian a challenge day at least on next week.
Okay.
All right.
50 quarters per quarter.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's do that. 50 quarters. Put it on the books.
No.
All right, everybody. Okay. So we've got our hand, we've got our objects. And so, all right, what my plan is that when you pick something up and put it down, they might overlap, right? So we're just going to set whatever we picked up last to have the highest Z index. Okay?
Yeah.
So the way we're going to do this, it might be a little dumb, is we're going to do current Z index. Going to start out at 0. Every time you pick it up, we're going to change this by 1 and set it to that. So everything is just constantly going to go up and up and up and up and up in Z index. And as long as you don't click the button 3 million something times, this won't be a problem.
3 million? 3 billions?
3 billion. Yeah, whatever it is.
Well, no, we auto-convert to doubles. We'll be fine for quite a while. Probably heat death of the universe time.
Yeah, we'll be fine for plenty. So you'll wear out the spacebar on your computer first. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go into controller, and we're going to do an on A button press. We're going to do we're going to loop over all of our sprites of kind, or yeah, okay. So I think what we're going to do is, I'm worried that if you are overlapping with 2 of them and you press A, which one do we grab? So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to for each of them, and then. It's complicated. What's the best way to do this?
So if you do it so it's the one on top, that means you can never get the ones on bottom without dragging the ones on top out of the way. Something to think about.
Right. So we shouldn't do it based off the Z index. I think that's fair. I think we should do it like with which one you overlap with more. But I don't.
Wait, why not?
But then like what if they're directly on top of each other and so you're overlapping fully with both?
Why not?
Well, then we can just arbitrarily choose one.
Yeah. Can't you use Z index and like move it to the side like you would with a piece of paper? Like if you had a pile of papers, you'd be like, okay, get this one out of the way, then use this one and put it down.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Dragging it isn't a bad.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to check if we're overlapping with all of them, and then you're going to grab whatever one's on top. I think that Vivian's right. It makes the most sense with like the metaphor, you know?
Paper.
I guess it is just how blocks work too. So it could just thought of how it works.
So we're going to do a for of loop. We're going to loop over our list of all sprites of kind, whatever kind I made. Object. And by the way, do I have objects yet in the chat?
You have 2?
Cool. You guys keep them coming.
Yeah.
I gotta watch you now. I can't trust you anymore.
Okay, I'll keep them coming.
All right, this first one's from Joey. It's 16 by 11.
Aww.
Oh, it's a video game controller.
Yeah.
I like it. I would say this is an Xbox controller.
Yeah, it's kind of an amalgamation of the two.
But it's got the joystick here, and then the buttons with colors.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is from wow. Wait, Shannon did this one?
What?
I'm kidding. It's from Vivian.
I was confused.
Oh, it's a little milk carton. These are
and
both
it's a friend.
A friend.
These are both very good. Okay, so we're going to loop over all of our objects, and we're going to see what we're. But I want some more like for some of the shapes. Can we get things that are more kind of like this, that are like?
Yeah, block-like.
Yeah, more like, you know, have like branches.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make one.
Cool. Okay. So we're going to loop over all of our things of kind of object. We're going to see if we're overlapping with them. So we're just going to do an if. We're going to go into sprites. We're going to do an is overlapping with. The easiest way to find this, by the way, is it's like the one Boolean shaped block in the sprites category. It's nice that way. Oh, whoops. Okay. So we're going to basically make a list. Okay, we're going to make a variable which is going to be called best object Z index. And we're going to set this to -1 whenever we press this button. We're also going to make a variable which is best object. Now, if we overlap with this value and the Z index is greater than our best object Z index, Then we're going to set our best object to be this one, and our best object z-index to be the z-index of this one. And that best object z-index is also how we're going to check to see if we picked up anything at all. We can't use the best object one because there's a possibility that we haven't picked up anything. And so, you know, or that we picked up something before, and we're just looking at what we had before. We could assign it to nothing, but I don't want to do that little array hack that we normally do, you know?
That's surprisingly tedious just for getting that in there.
Okay, so cursor overlaps with value, and the depth is greater than the best object z-index. Then we're going to set our best object to value. Wait, are you guys still there?
Yeah. Are we?
That was weird. Yeah, Teams just made the you hung up your call sound for me.
Nice. Maybe you had another call open, like on pause in another window or something.
Yeah, it must have been something like that. That was weird. Don't scare me like that, Teams. Okay. Best object z-index. I'm going to set it to be this depth. Now, at the end of here, we're going to say, is our best object z-index not -1? Then we're going to make a new variable, and we're going to say picked up object. We're going to set our picked up object to be our best object. Cool. Okay, we got that. Now let's make it so that actually does something that we can see. So right now all we're doing is, you know, assigning an object to a variable. So if I go over and I press A on some stuff, nothing actually happens, but at least it doesn't crash. So we're going to go into game, and we're going to do an on-game update. And we want to have our picked object that basically like snapped to our hand. I think ideally it would be like the same difference from where it is right now, you know? Do you get what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, just have it
Yeah.
keep the same offset instead of having it pegged to the center. Because you know that that's a grabbable spot.
Yeah. So I'm going to make it picked up offset X. This is needlessly complicated, but it's going to look better. And, you know, I'm all about that.
But we're not all about that. That's just a Richard one.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm about that. I appreciate it.
It's a junior one.
We're
it's
about
a Joey
efficiency.
This is efficiency and looks. Otherwise, you're just gonna I'm just gonna be annoyed by it every time.
Yeah, you don't want Joey to waste his mental cycles thinking about how annoyed he is by this thing.
Richard, let me tell you what Joey said in chat. So you know how he was gonna watch over your code and pay attention to make sure you don't make mistakes. Well, it turns out he's not gonna do that anymore because all he wanted was not to be first in quarters, and no matter how the cookie crumbles, you're gonna be first. So.
Oh my gosh, Joey.
I'm 50-50 on it. I'll pay attention, but I'm not gonna watch like a hawk. Is the thing.
Was that were you making a hawk sound?
Sorry, yeah. I didn't really think
it sounded like a hawk sound.
Okay, so we're setting our offset X to be the X of the object minus the cursor X, doing the same thing for the Y. And so what we're going to do is inside of this on-game update, if we have a picked up object, so if picked up object, then we're going to set its position using these picked up offset X, picked up offset Y, and our cursor X and cursor Y. And
I guess we are going to have at least one of the hacks to clear picked up object or keep a Boolean flag.
Yeah, I'm going to keep a Boolean. No hacks today. Are we picking up? True. We're going to change this to are we picking up? Okay. So if we're doing that, we don't want best object. We want picked up object, and we want to set its position to be, let's see, it's going to be something like this. We're going to copy this. We're going to change this to be our, well, we can just leave the cursor X and cursor Y, so we'll get rid of this. And then we're going to get these offset variables we made. Put them in here. And let's see, should be plus, I think. Well, we'll see if I got it right or not. Pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it right. Cool. Pick up.
We do need to make sure to update the cursor's z-index as well.
Yeah. We got to update the cursor z-index, and we got to update the object z-index, because I also forgot to do that.
Maybe we should give the object like a trail effect too, because then you're dragging it around and it looks all pretty.
I don't want to do that just yet. It's a little busy.
Okay. A little busy. I believe it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to go into sprites, and we're going to get a set property block. We're going to set our property right here. We're going to set the z of our best object to be the, let's see, current z-index. We're also going to call change current z-index by 1 before we do that. And then we're going to set the cursor z-index to be the current z-index plus 1. So it's always going to be on top. Okay. Pick up. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. I can't put things down, so this is now stuck on me forever.
Nice.
All right. So let's put things down. That's really easy to do because we've got this nice little Boolean that we made. So we're going to just do a little Boolean right here. Stop that. We're going to put all this inside the else. We're going to get our are we picking up variable and put it in here. And if we are, then we're just going to set this to be false.
So it's click to stick and click to drop instead of click to stick and release to drop.
Oh, which do you think is better?
Release to
I was
Release to drop
yeah.
is better.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'm so lazy. Don't make me do twice the work.
Okay, so we're going to do an on any button release, and then we'll just set to false right here. Pick up, put down. Pick up, put down. Pick up, put down. Beautiful. All right. So, it's pretty good. All right, Vivian, give me another object. Vivian, give me 2 more objects.
I'm working.
That's cool. Okay, so this first one is 10 by 24. Check it out. Toothpaste?
Toothpaste?
Paint tube? I just bought some new paint, so I was like, ah, yes, I'll make
Toothpaste and paste tube is basically the same thing.
True.
Yeah, it's something in a tube. That definitely reads. I like it. All right. Now we have this one, which is big.
Big old body.
31 by 30. It's, I cannot tell from the preview, basically, so we're going to figure it out together. It's a cactus. I like it.
I'm trying to do your shapes, you know?
Yeah, that's a big, bold shape.
Are these both from the request list?
Just the plant. I'm doing something else from the request list right now.
Oh, okay.
Ah, look how good these look lined up.
Aw.
Yeah. And by the way, we're also going to put this into OnStart because I'm noticing that I'm starting out below these guys. So nice. All right. So, wait. Oh, right. I have to hold it. Here we go. Okay. Like that. Like that. Beautiful. All right. So, let's go ahead. Now we're going to start doing the actual, like, core of our gameplay. So we need to do a few things. We need to do a little cutscene that's like starting the round. We need to like do a little thing to generate the silhouette that you need to match. And then we need to do the timing and the scoring. So we've already got our start round function. And now I'm going to add a favorite extension of mine, because I wrote it, Arcade Story. New. Also bad at that.
You sound like a cat.
Maybe I'm trying to sound like a cat. A cat with an air horn.
Very, very successful cat.
Okay.
I guess the silhouette is just for 1 through 15 replace color to black.
Yeah, so my plan with the silhouette, okay, is we're gonna have like we're gonna generate a few of these sprites. We're gonna put them up here. We're going to have them. We're going to do like Joey said. We're going to replace their colors with black, and then we're going to like make them invisible and make them come back when you're done. So let's go ahead. We're going to be doing something much like this. So we're going to loop over everything in our list, and we're going to add a new kind, which is going to be called goal object. Now, for each of these, we don't want to take the exact image from here. We want to change the colors. We're going to do that in a separate step. But for now, we need to make sure that we're not also going to affect these ones down here. And so we're going to use the clone block to make a copy. So we're just going to take this gist value as index, put it inside of this clone, this right here. And now we're creating a thing. And then we're going to change this position stuff to be a little bit different. I haven't decided exactly what we're going to do, how we're going to do this yet, Mm-hmm. So. I don't know. Do you guys have any idea?
The difference between the two, or which part?
You can.
How to generate the shape that we're going to do.
You could choose a random like direction from it and then like place it randomly on that edge.
Yeah, so maybe we just do a pick random from array and then we place it. Then we do another pick random and we choose a random direction with left or right more heavily weighted because we're horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
And then like an offset, and then we just place.
Yeah.
I mean, just do that until they're all gone.
Yeah, I mean, we can place the positions like directly connected. I'm assuming all of these are tightly fit so that some of the edges are connected at least.
Yeah.
That should be fine.
Okay. We'll plan on doing something like that. For now, let's take these objects that we're doing, and we're going to make it so that their image is all black instead of these other colors. So let's go into our, or should we do dark purple? Let's do dark purple.
Dark purple is a better color.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to do the change color. So let's see, this one. And we're going to, for each of these, do dark purple. We're going to do another for loop. So before I do this, though, I'm going to make a variable. It's called color. I'll show you why in a sec. We're going to do a for index inside of here. We're going to right-click this and choose color. Whoops, hey now. Right-click in here and choose color, which makes it so that this inner variable is color, this outer variable is index. And now we can make it so that we can get our, for our new object, we're going to get its image and just replace all of the colors. Yeah, so if you didn't know, the colors in arcade are all numbers, and they're from 0 to 15. Whoops, we don't want to do transparency. So we're going to do 0 to 14, and we're going to add 1 because transparency is number 0. There you go, look at that.
Nice. Oh, nice. Spooky.
It's a little spooky.
Yeah, this would be pretty good shadows if we just like put them a little bit offset, like up and to the right.
Yeah, they would. Joey's saying like this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've got all this going. We're going to go into our story now. And, well, not story, actually. We're going to go into our sprites, and we're going to get an array of all sprites of kind. What time is it? 1:38. We got plenty of time.
Oh, I was like, arcade sprite data. That's what time it is.
She's been missing her hit on that.
I don't really do well when I'm not fully paying attention.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to basically choose a random object. We're going to put it at a position, and then we are going to choose another one and set it adjacent to it in one of the directions. And we'll see how good this comes up, like how it ends up looking.
We'll have to remember to remove it from the array too, I guess. Vivian, important question. On Tuesday, when you were watching but not participating, I think we did an arcade sprite data. Did you do it as well?
I wasn't there for that part, I think. I only joined late.
Would you have done it if you were there?
Probably not. I didn't really feel compelled as a viewer to do what you guys were doing. I think you need to start the call and response much earlier on. It's like, what's your name? Cool, that's my name too. You know?
Yeah, that's real compelling.
Yeah.
What do we say? Richard, no forgetting function calls.
Thanks, guys. I was about to forget. All right. Save it for MakeCode Junior. Okay. So we're picking a random sprite index from 0 to the length of our array -1. And what we're going to do is we're going to set a variable. It's going to be like current object. And we're going to set our current object to be whatever this is. We're going to make another variable. That's last object. And so we're going to say our current object is going to be this get and remove value from our objects at this index. I don't really need this index variable. And we're going to, at the end of this, we're going to set our last object to be our current object. So I'm just going to do that now so I remember. And we're going to put all this inside of a loop. So it's going to be a while loop. Not that. And we're going to do this while our length is does not equal 0 of objects. Okay. So this is running now, but we need to set our position. So we're going to do an if, and we're going to say if there is a last object, then we're going to set it based off of our last object. Otherwise, we're just going to set it to be in the center of the screen. So let's change this to be a set X and set Y. And we'll just make this into 8060. Now, we want to do this last object at the end. We want this to be current object. I'll say now. Okay. Now, if we do have a last object, then we're going to use a % chance to kind of choose which direction we're going to go in. So we're going to say that we're going to do like a nested thing. So we're going to say like there's a 75% chance we're going to go left or right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then inside of here, there's going to be a 50% chance to do left or right. So there's a 75% chance we're going horizontal, a 50% chance that horizontal will be left or horizontal will be right. That makes sense?
That makes sense. I got you. The words didn't make sense, but then if I thought about it, it's like, yeah.
I worded it really confusingly.
I'm sure all the folks at home listening are paying very good attention, and they knew right away what you're saying.
I hope so. Okay. So we're going to set our current object right to be equal to our last object left. I have a property block somewhere up here. No, I won't copy paste. That's the wrong place. All right. And then otherwise, we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to set our left to be the last object right. And now for both of these, we're going to set our x to be 80 plus. Sorry, we're going to set our y. Yeah. And then like a random range.
Wait, shouldn't this just be the last object y? Because you want it to be centered alongside the last object.
Yeah, you could debate whether or not this is going to drift too much, but let's do that for now and see how it comes out.
Yeah, I guess it'll go, yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Okay, and then we're going to do a pick random from -20 to 20. Okay, all right, well, we got some of them kind of put over here. All right, and now let's go and see. Not coming out great. Let's go ahead and do the rest of this, and then we'll kind of make a decision based off that. So we're going to do a 50% chance, and we're going to say that we're going to set the top to be the bottom, or set the bottom to be the top. Then we're going to change the x like this. All right. Not great, not great, not great, not great. Well, some of these are okay. This is a really good one. Okay, I think we need to make this range less.
Yeah, I mean, 10 by 10 is still potentially outside of the bounds of the sprite, right? Because mine, at least, was smaller than 16 by 16.
Okay, so maybe we'll do -4 by 4 or something.
That's pretty good.
Okay. This is going pretty well. I like this. I think this is all right. Not like amazing or anything, but like this is a good one. You have to think about this.
Yeah, it's like a drill.
Paint tube. Then here's the controller, and then here's the milk, and then here's the cactus. So we're gonna have some more objects in a bit. So I think this is okay. All right. So now let's go ahead. We're going to give our instructions. So we're just going to print something at the top of the screen. So we're going to print, look at this. At x80, y20. You're going to say, got it? I sure hope so.
I like how Richard has very verbose instructions. It's nice. I feel like when I give instructions, it would just be like, look.
His has personality for sure.
Yeah.
You can tell from the 3 exclamation marks.
And I like that he inserts himself into this game. He's like, I sure hope so. It's like, the creator of this game is on my side.
Mm-hmm. I am on your side. Everyone. Okay. Now we're going to do a for of loop. And we're going to do 4 element value of our array of sprites of kind goal object. We're going to set them all to be invisible.
Unrelated question. Do watermelons have leaves? And do you guys know what they look like?
They do.
They have like a leaf on the stem, right?
They grow in vines.
What kind of shape is the leaf?
I don't know.
A leafy shape. Like a
right.
roundish with a point on it on one end.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, so I'm going to add another extension now, which is going to be text sprites.
Well, you can't say you don't know what this is then. Oh no.
Oh, I guess they are different than I thought. It was kind of like it's more like a tree look.
What?
Weird.
Trees
Like
are
my
also...
idea of the leaf.
Okay. I have to come clean.
What?
You typed in text.
Typed in the
You got
wrong
text.
text in the extension for the text sprites.
That's not true. You typed in text and it came up with arcade text.
I typed text sprite first, and nothing came up.
You did? I didn't see that. Okay.
That's
Oh my god. We're above 1% now, right? Thing is how today we've had $8 contributed by Joey.
This is what
Joey, I'm sorry. This hurts you as much as it hurts me.
Not quite as much because I'm still not, I'm still behind Vivian even.
Oh my gosh, Vivian's never gonna catch back up to me.
Yeah,
I think-
Vivian's never
don't
gonna
worry.
catch back up to you.
We have 100 quarter per mistake day coming up for Vivian.
No.
Yeah, right. I just gotta remember. It'll be good. Guys, if we make the bonuses rounds too much, we're gonna have to actually get this puppy.
What? We are getting this. We're getting tapioca, Richard. What?
I know I'm getting tapioca. I know. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. All right. So we're gonna add the text right now. Oh my gosh. I went 2 weeks. I went 2 whole weeks without doing it.
Is that why you committed to this? You're like, no need. I'm just really good at coding. It doesn't matter if we multiply it by 1,000. I would never earn another quarter. Is that why?
Yeah, I don't remember agreeing to octuple, but I do remember it was said. So, I have to accept it. Okay, so we're just putting this text sprite that's going to say press B to finish. All right, and we'll do something to make sure that this appears in a better position. Okay. So we're going to take this now and do the on B button pressed. So we're going to say that when the B button is pressed, we're going to do our grading. So we're going to probably store a variable, which is going to be like current stage. And we're going to set our current stage up here to be start. Then down here, we're going to set it to be placing. And then in here, we're going to set it to judging. And so now what we can do is inside of here, we're going to do if current stage equals placing, then we're going to set our current stage to be judging, and we're going to do our judging. So there's one other thing we have to do real quick, though. We need to go to our on A button pressed up here, and we're going to say if our current, we're only going to do this if our current stage equals placing. All right, so when we're judging, first thing we're going to do is we're going to destroy our cursor, I think. All right, now we're going to loop over all of our objects, or goal objects, right here, and we're going to make them invisible off. Sorry. We're going to add one more extension, which I'm going to very carefully type in.
P. T.
What?
What? W.
Okay, Joey, it's util, right?
Yeah.
Joey, you should have.
His quarters are on the
I don't
line.
want to be second either. I still want to be behind Vivian.
Should have taken one for the team for tapioca.
Man, the name tapioca has really grown on me.
Yes.
It's actually going to be Patty Cat. That's what Vivian suggested now.
That's not what I suggested. Just think we'll call it Tappy when it's being tappy. Tappy, are you tapping?
When it's fatty, it'll have happy feet.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm realizing now is we want to move all of this stuff to actually be inside of here so that we do it at the same time. And the reason we're going to do that is because I'm going to make a new variable for this. That's going to be like goal object and goal. And we're doing this because we want to make sure that we can take these objects and store a reference to them. So we're adding, get ready guys.
Arcade.
Arcade.
Sprite.
Right.
Data. We should have a preschool show. It'd be so.
I think we should have like a Super Sentai show.
What's
like the Power Rangers.
Oh, where we fight a bad guy every episode?
Yeah, they always
Are
do.
you the leg or the head, Richard? Or the arm? When we do the Power Rangers combine.
Oh. I think I'm obviously the head.
Okay, that's fair.
I would like to be the arm, but then have an episode where I go rogue and it's just a compilation of like a giant arm stomping across the countryside like this. And then it'd be me doing things, having trouble doing things without the rest of the body. And you guys could have trouble doing things with only one arm. Then we'll come back together and it would be resolved.
Okay, put it on the books. We're going to do a stream where we're a Super Sentai team. We all have different colors. And
I want to be sparkles.
Sparkles. The colors sparkle.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason we're doing this is we're going to store our reference on our sprite. So I'm going to go into here right now, and I'm going to grab a set item data to not string to sprite. Here we go. And we're going to set our new object goal to goal. And we're going to be using this to make sure that we have them matched up so that when we're doing the judging, we can just say, okay, where is my goal sprite? And then get the distance between them. So just do it like this. And now for each of these, we're going to do on the button pressed down here. We're going to loop over all of our sprites of kind goal object, make them not invisible. Now we're going to loop over all of our ones of kind object. We're going to get the one goal object that we have stored on them. We're going to calculate the distance using Joey's handy distance block.
Nice. We have to be careful when designing these that we don't have too many that look the same, so we don't get one of those situations like in the Pokemon show or like whatever, where they have like the spotlight challenge, and
Who's
it's like,
that
what's this Pokemon? And you're like, obviously this looks like a Pokeball, so we know who this is, and it's like, just kidding, it's Jigglypuff from above.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to, for each of these, we're going to change our score by what is the maximum distance we can have. So it's probably like 200 or so. So we'll do 200 minus the distance. No, wait, we want to do this straight up. Yeah, because we want lower distance to be worth more points. So we're going to do 200 minus the distance. And then the other thing I want to do, oh yeah, let's change this to be value. And then we'll do a game over at the end here. You're always a winner. And we're going to do, I think, a pause in here. So let's go ahead and go to our loops. We're going to do a pause for like 1 second for each of these. And what I want to do, like in my perfect world, but I don't think we have time because it's 1:59, would be I would move all of these over, calculate this score, and then make them appear, like pop in, you know?
Mm-hmm. And have like a little X or something where the spot is to indicate like this came from here.
Yeah.
That seems like a fine after stream activity.
Yeah, I might do that. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and place our text sprite in the right place. We're going to put in our objects that we have that Vivian has so kindly provided. And then we will play one round, and then we'll call it quits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Vivian has given me, let's see, this one is 26 by 24. Oh, this one's an interesting shape.
I tried. It's a speaker?
Speakers?
Speakers, yeah. Okay. And, oh my gosh, we have so many objects. This will be interesting.
You said a lot!
It's not a bad thing, it's just timing.
Yeah. I wanted to
Okay, 26 by 21. Oh, it's a lamp. I like it. That's a really good shape for this.
I looked at your event block shape and I'm like, okay, how can I make an event block shape?
All right, and we got one left. 32 by 29. Is a watermelon on a cracked egg.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watermelon and egg. Do those two tastes go together? Or
no.
Get out of here, Joey. We're going to set our current left to 0 here. We're going to change this current left by the width of our sprite so that we make sure that everything is actually pick-upable. Oh my gosh, we're really pushing it. We have a thing too. We are going to play one round of this game.
I'll let them know we'll be a minute.
Yeah, just message them that we'll be a little late.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Look at
it.
this.
Okay.
No, I don't got it.
Yeah.
No.
At the cactus, at the watermelon. Oh, shoot. Okay, cactus is up here. Watermelon's right here.
Something stringing on the right side. Maybe the speakers.
The game controller.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put this one here. This one I think is going to just be like, it's just going to turn out to be like right here.
Does it use all the objects?
Yes.
Right now it does.
This is wild.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll put that there. And let's see how we did. We have no real way to know if this is good or not, but.
Not bad.
Well, I think we know if it's good or not. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we got
Yay!
13 on one. And the maximum we could get is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1,400. That's not that bad.
I mean, it would be pretty bad to get 200 distance, right? Because that's top left to bottom right.
I feel like
That's
the strategy, you could just put it in the center of like where the shadow was and still do pretty well.
Okay,
That
but
would
on
do pretty
average,
well.
we were off by 100 divided by 7, which is 14.
On average, 14 pixels. That's believable. Yeah, it's approximately right. I think that's pretty close to what Vivian. If you did what Vivian suggested, you'd probably get pretty close to that.
Yeah, so I think there's some tweaks we could do to make this layout better, and there's also some tweaks we could do to make it so that the scoring is a little easier to understand. I think we're gonna like calculate all the scores, move this over, and then just kind of pop them into have the right image as one by one. You know.
We could. I mean, I think we could get away with doing like 100 as the max, instead of 200, and then just minute at 0.
Okay. Cool. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week. We're gonna have more Zelda. We're gonna have 100 points for Vivian every day. 100 quarters. I'm Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe at J Wonder on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Vivian. I live on the MakeCode forums.
And what's the pup date? Joey, give me a pup date.
It was over 1 second. 2275, 1.1375.
All right, guys, we're over 1% to tapioca.
Or patty cake.